Okay, I'm going to demonstrate how to set up the cables on these traffic lights. First thing first, if you've got the light down on the ground before you lift it into the trolley, this is easiest to do. You'll see in this plug it has a multi-pin plug and it has a little tab that you have to line up with that plug. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to screw that on like that. Make sure that goes all the way home so that it gets a good connection. When you're on site, we'll cable tie that to the pole so it doesn't go anywhere. While you're adjusting this, you might be able to adjust the sensor so that it's facing slightly down and into the traffic of the car and into the line of cars. Now I'm going to show you how to set up the batteries. So this box here is to enable us to change the batteries without turning the lights on and off. So this part here clips into the traffic light. So we do that. When you do this, make sure that these pins here don't push out there and there. Make sure they've got a good solid connection, which I can't do with one hand. You'll see on here, it says on the box, it says from the light and from the light, which is that cable there to there. And then these two cables go to your battery. So if we take one of these, hook it onto our battery, in position, like so. They only go one way. Push that together till it clicks. It's all together there. These wires haven't pushed out, these wires haven't pushed out. All these terminals are tight, everything's good. So now we can turn the light on. So we turn it on the main switch here, you see the light comes on, it starts to fire up. Now you do exactly the same thing with both sets of lights. While that's turning on, I'll show you what else we need to do. So you need to make sure that you've got one of these, which is a target board, and some of these, which are your hoods, and they just clip on around there so the motorist can see the light even in the bright sunshine. Now I'm going to show you how to change a battery without turning the light off, so you can see the light's on now. You can see it says 11.7, that's the battery voltage, which is extremely low, but it doesn't matter for this demonstration. So now all we need to do is take the spare terminal here, plug it into this one, just like that, and then we can just simply unplug this one. So now that one's off and this battery's on. And you'll see up here it should have a different battery voltage. There you go, 12.5 volts. So now we're on the fresh battery and we haven't interrupted the program at all, and we can just slide that battery into the trolley and we're done. So we don't have to touch any of this stuff. None of that gets touched, none of that gets touched. That'll all be sitting inside the battery, and that's about it. Same on both ends. Ideally we need to be changing a battery every day. I'll put another video up shortly of how to program the box.